AskReddit by Isgora said back. If you won $5 million on the condition you couldn't use it to buy a house, vehicle or vacation, what's the first thing you would treat yourself to? Fully stocked giant workshop. One side for woodworking, the other side for metal machining and blacksmithing. Lots of rare unique materials for making stuff and every guide manual that shows you how. It may not be a house, but I'd probably end up living in it full time. You and I are of one vision. New teeth for me and anyone else that wants them. My first thought was dentist and doctor checkups, new teeth for Em and the hubby. Invest and retire. 4% yearly returns on $5 million is $200 k year, enough to very comfortably live on without having to work. Yeah, that's 4 times what I make from having to go to work. If I don't inflate my lifestyle too much, I still can though. I could live off that indefinitely. And X200B. I don't want to work. I want to draw and garden and game and spend time with my friends, after I make some now that work doesn't dictate my schedule, and go to the beach and swim in the summer and just stay home and hibernate during the winter. If I work at all it's going to be something I enjoy doing and only when it suits me. That or I'll volunteer if I really feel that compelled to give something back. I would take care of my parents. I realize this isn't exactly treat yourself, but TBH, the stress relief that would provide would be the best thing I could buy. The hitman loophole. Pay off my student loans. What will you do with the $100 you'll have left over? Early retirement. Definitely treating myself to a huge serving of unemployment. Land. Then secure a loan using the land as collateral and buy a house, vehicle and vacation. I'd put it in the stock market. Then use that money to do whatever I want. Oh, loophole. OP didn't specify that the capital gains on the $5 million couldn't be spent on housing, cars and vacations. A very conservative portfolio of total market index funds would easily yield 2% in dividends. That $100 k per year will add up pretty quickly. A more likely estimate would be 5% or $250 k. One of everything in the Lego store, and an orange soda. 2 of everything. 1 to build. 1 to sell later when the value has gone up. I would build a really big shed with all the stuff you would find in a house inside it. Well, the stuff has to be packed away and such. You can't turn the shed into a look-alike house cause that's a house. Go to college to learn fun things. A foreign language, sewing, or art classes. Oh yeah, college is a good idea, and a good excuse to get around the no vacation rule too. Loads of people move away to study things. Dinner, therapy, financial advisor. I would treat myself to being debt free and then go on a shopping spree, accidental poet lol. And a golden toilet in which to pee. Dental work. I set up a trust with the $5 million that completely separates me from that $5 million. I can in no way have any influence on that $5 million, so I can't be accused of using that $5 million for anything. The trust invests the $5 million and pays me the dividends, which I can spend on whatever I want. If I average a 5% return on investment, that's $250,000 a year to live on. I'm fine with that. I'm thinking annuity, same general principle, but it's a guaranteed monthly income instead of being at the mercy of the market. A 100-year annuity at 5% still gives that same $250 k in annual income, but this way I don't have to worry about the market tanking and still have cash left to leave for my kids. Deposit in bank, use it to secure a $5 million loan. Repay loan with original $5 million. Pay off my house, buy new vehicle, go on vacation. Nobody tells me what to do. Good luck finding a $5 million loan without interest. Parts to restore my car and completely refurbish my truck. Buy good, durable clothes. Grocery spree for the month. Use it to pay for a good college. Invest, invest, invest. In about that order. I'd pay off loans and get my nieces through college. I'd buy a hotel in the place where I love to vacation. Then I'd stay in the master suite for as long as I liked. I know you're just trying to get around the rules and probably aren't serious, but a hotel distinguished enough to have a master suite would cost a lot more than $5 million. A standard Hilton Garden Inn would probably be at least $20 million outside of the city center. Source: I did the accounting for a half dozen hotels at my last job. Most mortgages were $10M to $70 million. A cannon. I've always wanted a cannon. Why would you buy a cannon when you could buy a trebuchet? Buy an ice cream truck. And go work at the beach, go work the parking lots of concerts. It's not a vacation, I'm working. I'm pretty sure an ice cream truck is a vehicle. I'd open an arts center for people in the community, stocked with supplies that people can use all up, and I would restock said supplies. And I would go there every day to make art and to kick people out who are being disrespectful. I would be so fucking strict, like the soup Nazi from Seinfeld. So many people saying stocks, bonds, etc. I'd want to build something for the community that everyone can enjoy. Stocks and bonds. The money I make from those I can then use to buy a house, vehicle, or vacation. Early, immediate retirement. Can't buy a house? Fine. I'll pay off my current mortgage. Dentist. And then a full physical. And then with the last $100, I'll get myself some weed. I'd hire a elder care nurse to help my brothers out with the care of my elderly father so that they could get a little rest. House materials, construction crew, land in a getaway location and good walking shoes. Nice. I would lease all of the above. Lease a vacation. A new guitar, pedals, a bunch of guitar gear and give half of the $5M to my mother. As a mom that played in bands for 20 years, I think this is the correct answer. I'll have my head checked with an MRI and CT because I've been having symptoms for over a month now and I can't afford it. Healthcare. Fund a trust and the trustee can buy that stuff for me. I'll buy a castle. I can live on a boat. Boat is still a vehicle. Invest it and use the gains and interest as income. Buy 384,615 shares of ET $500k first year dividend. I'd reinvest 2/3 of that YOY and put 1/3 of the yearly dividend in my bank account. That's not a bad little return. Retirement account, for sure. Then I'd call in my resignation. Buy 5M worth of gold, and then sell it. Sure, I'd probably have less than 5M after the sale, but then I could do whatever with it. Might have a few bucks more, too. Ain't hard to sell at spot with 0% commission fee. A massage to start my day off, every morning for the rest of my life. Clearing up my debt loans. A new PC and peripherals, monitors etc. A new bed and new furniture etc. I'd remodel the house I already own. So I'd give it to my mom, and have her buy the house, then give it to me. Same as everything else, I'd just have someone else book or buy it, then give it to me. Reminded me of some celebrity couple who got divorced. The wife wanted everything, but the dude had purchased everything on mother's name, so wife got nothing. I would buy land and materials to build a house. Loopholes. And pay various contractors to build the house. And invest the rest. I'd invest it in my band. We'd go into a professional music studio, hire a good producer, and crank out the best album we could muster. Then have it mastered and pressed on CD and vinyl. Hell, maybe make it available on cassette tape. Then we'd do a little tour to promote it. Then, when I'm done throwing all that money away on a passion project that would never turn a profit, I'd donate some of it to charities that help sick kids, sick animals, and the homeless. Because when you can afford good karma, you jump on it. Debt-free life. Alcohol, coke and a new road bike. Hookers and blow for everyone. 5 million. If you're investing that, you could be getting $20k a month just off of the interest. Just use that interest money for whatever you want. House, vehicles, vacation, life. Rent all that stuff instead.